Tacoma got the juice. Here's Pereira.
On the counter. Shot. Score! Gordon Carson ties this game.
Tony Walls works it out of the zone. Up to the 14. Top of the area. Shot. Hey! But ahead of it. Tony Walls works it out.
And snares.
Dre Hayne.
From UW Panther Arena in downtown Milwaukee, Wisconsin, it's the Major Arena Soccer League. Tonight, the Milwaukee Wave hosting the Baltimore Blast, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. It will be a best-of-3 with all games played here at Panther Arena. So Game 1 tonight, Game 2 Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock Central Time. And then we will play a third game, a knockout game, mini game, if you will, if the team split the first two. Again, Wave and the Blast, the top two teams in the East Division, Eastern Conference during the regular season. And typically you would have one game at each site with a mini game at the higher seeded team's home field. But unfortunately for Baltimore, due to scheduling conflicts, they will have to play the whole series here in Milwaukee. But if there's any team that can come on the road and do the business, it certainly would be the Baltimore Blast. And before we go any further, let's go down for our national anthem.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Caitlin. Caitlin Arterburn. And our
Caitlin Arterburn with our national anthem. And of course, no pregame facility would be complete without the video flyover from the Blue Angels. Tom went along with Wave Hall of Famer, not just a former legend, but a current legend, Art Kramer. And AK, here we go, Eastern Conference Finals. Fourth time the Wave and Blast have squared off in the Eastern Conference Finals in their history in the Major Arena Soccer League. The 11th game or series between the clubs. Baltimore has won 6 out of the 10. Each team has defeated the other twice for the league championship. And I guess we expect another closely contested playoff matchup between these teams.
Tom, are you excited, man? Are you excited? This is the Wave and the Blast in the playoffs. We've seen it so many times through the years, and all our friends back in Charm City watching, the people here in Milwaukee, we all know about the Blast. And want to give a special shout out to the fans from the Blast at Jimmy's Famous Seafood. They're having their watch party there. Did we ever go there, by the way? Jimmy's Famous Seafood?
Well, I don't know if we did, but it sure sounds good, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Nothing like seafood in Baltimore, especially if you're getting crab. So, we just about have concluded the pregame studies here. The Milwaukee Wave, during the regular season, number 1 seed in the East Division. They won the Eastern Conference regular season title with a record of 15-8-1, 10-2-0 here at home. So they have been a pretty tough team here on the black turf of Panther Arena. The Blast in second place at 13-8-3, 4 points behind the Wave. Wave finished at 45, Baltimore at 41. And the Blast, like the Wave, was 10-2-0 on their home field at CQ Arena. However, again, due to scheduling conflicts, they will not be able to host any more postseason games there this year. Hence, the entire series taking place here in Milwaukee this weekend. Blast was 3-6-3 on the road, but one thing I think we should point out, Art, is that they won 3 of their last 4 road games. So maybe the road record doesn't look all that impressive, but they've been coming on and had a big road win down in Lakeland against the Florida Tropics in the previous round. They defeated the Tropics 2-1, winning the knockout game at CQ Arena. But the Wave has been tough at home, so it'll be challenging for Baltimore for sure. But like I said, if any team can win a series playing all the games on the road, it certainly would be Coach David Bascombe and the Blast.
Yeah, you knew the Blast would get it together defensively. It starts win goal with William Van Zella. He's their incredible goalkeeper, and then they love to get 5 behind the ball, slow the tempo down. They want to make this a slower game. You see a look at Willie B., the Wave goalkeeper. Big series for Willie B. Played great against Utica City to get to the Wave to this point, and now another challenge for Willie B. But Baltimore's going to want to slow this pace down. The Wave wants to use some of their young legs and try to increase the tempo and play at a faster pace here in this series.
Wave, of course, led by their longtime head coach, Giuliano Oliviero. Giuliano, former player, former assistant coach. He's been the head man of Milwaukee since the Wave entered this league in 2014-15. The Wave and the Blast have been playing each other as league rivals since the 1992-93 season, when the Blast was known as the Baltimore Spirit. And amazingly enough, they never met in the postseason until 2002. So ever since then, they've been meeting just about every other year on average. Ian Bennett, the Wave's top scorer, number 4 in the league. Plays it in Derek Huffman. It's deflected up and over the glass. And Wave will kick it in from the near side. Milwaukee in the black and yellow, going left to right as we look at the action. There's Marcio Leite, their top scorer here in the postseason. Marcio, 3 goals, 5 assists for 8 points to top the MASL. Nice story by Michael Lewis about Marcio, talking about his playoff prowess on the league's website, maslsoccer.com. Lucas Roque taking that one away for Baltimore. Roque is Baltimore's leading scorer. 3 points in the postseason. He had 47 during the regular campaign to finish 3rd in the league. Tacoma's Nick Pereira, the league MVP, topping the circuit with 70 points.
Roque was the Ron Newman MASL MVP, playoff MVP back in 2016 when the Blast won a championship, their first of 3 consecutive.
Blast has won a total of 10 championships during their history. The Wave has won 7. Blast has 3 MASL titles. The Wave, just the one in 2019. That one trickles into the Baltimore bench, and it's going to be Milwaukee ball. Our officials for tonight, Brian Martin, Josh Wilkins. Here's Marcio, looking up in the far corner for Kudus Laval. The Q, second-year player, but basically a rookie. He had 5 games in with St. Louis back in 2019-20, and then coming to the Wave this year, where he scored 8 goals, 2 assists in 11 games, and also came up with 2 goals and assists in that series against Utica. Wave, like the Blast, had to go to the mini game in order to advance to this round. Step in there by Kudus, but it comes up on the forearm of Javi Steinwasser, and foul's called, and Kudus goes down as there was...
Yeah, Kudus ran into Mike Diesel, number 20.
Ooh, that's a guy you don't want to run into.
No, absolutely not. Remember, Diesel played with the Blast, then retired to become a Baltimore fireman. He still works as a Baltimore fireman, but Mikey Diesel's not a guy you want to run into in the open field.
Kudus looks like he's okay. Blast with it as Jonatas Mello knocks it into the attacking zone. Crowd still coming in here to Panther Arena. Not going to be a big crowd tonight, but it will be a very enthusiastic one. That one headed out of bounds by Ben Raymond. That'll be a top-of-the-arc restart coming for the Blast.
And this is going to be one of the big keys to this series is which team can win the special teams battle. Baltimore with the first opportunity here, top of the arc, deep in the Wave zone.
Moises Gonzalez to put it in play, and he swings over. Donatelli tried to backheel, but he had it blocked. Ian Bennett comes out of there for the Wave. And still trying to race onward upfield as Patrick Thompson chases. Thompson eventually gets it. LSO kept the zone from Milwaukee. Now Mario Alvarez tried to step up and get it, but Gonzalez gets it back. And what a great tackle there by Marcio Leite to stop Gonzalez.
On that restart, that wasn't a very good ball by Moy to Tony Donatelli. They actually got caught on the counter. And luckily for them, it was Patrick Thompson chasing down Ian Bennett because any of the other defenders would have never caught Bennett.
Mario Alvarez with it as he plays it back for Leite. Probably not expecting a high-scoring battle between these teams, although they were both in the top 6 offensively in the league. The Wave with 154 goals during the regular season. Baltimore 141. Shot, kick save by Vanzela. And the Wave will put it in their attacking zone. There's a look at William Vanzela, the 40-year-old Brazilian. Came to this team in 2012-13. Amazingly enough, Art, his first 2 games for the Blast were on the bench behind Troy Hernandez. But I think Hernandez might have got injured. Vanzela got a chance, and that was pretty much history. Who was going to start playing most of the minutes in goal for the Blast? Marcio got it on the left foot. Shot just misses. Tried to pick the far corner and didn't miss by much.
Marcio beating Roque that time 1v1.
LSO shoots one in.
Oh, that's a handball, is it not?
Wow, that one
on Santana?
Beat Vanzela. Santana behind, cleared it off.
Well, I'd have to see that one again.
Now Ian fires one wide. And the Blast able to clear the zone. Grable, along with Sanchez, trying to get it back. Alex Bradley had it for a moment, but the Blast will reload. Pretty good pace here to start the action. Wave coming off that game in Utica Sunday. So only 4 days between games from Milwaukee. Here is Ian Bennett, tripped down as he comes in. The card's going to come out.
That's going to be a shootout, Tom.
So Milwaukee's going to get the first power play situation, and like you said, Art, it should be a shootout. Tony Donatelli, the veteran forward, taking down Ian Bennett. Time of the penalty at 4:37 as Donatelli goes for a tripping. Tony, one of the longtime stars on this team. As we check it out one more time, and you see
Donatelli, absolutely the last man. And what's incredible about Tony D, their captain, their longtime captain, you know how many penalties he's had, Tom, in his career?
Not many.
4 blue cards in his career.
That's incredible. That's for a guy who's played 15, 16 seasons. Came up with the Philadelphia Kicks. He's been with the Blast now the last 10. Sanchez on the shootout, and Vanzela forced him to shoot it wide. Well, Alex had converted on one earlier shootout this year. Wave will still be on the power play. Credit Vanzela.
Remember, Tom, that was against a third-string keeper. This is William Vanzela. He did a nice job to come down and cut down the angle there, force him wide.
So Leite, Alvarez up top. You've got LSO along with Huffman and Bennett down low for Milwaukee. Baltimore during the regular season was second last in the league as far as penalty killing, only behind the Wave that was dead last. LSO cracks one off the frame. Might have been deflected, but just missing there. Wave reloads. Ian Bennett led the league in power play goals with 8 during the regular season. And Milwaukee was number 2 in the league as far as power play conversions at 47% during the regular campaign. Shot save, Venzela, as he stuffed the Huff, trying to jam one in on the far side. Now LSO goes down low. Huffman looking across and put it right between a couple of players. Marshall will have to track it down.
Wave doing a good job of backing the Baltimore man-down team up deep in their zone.
Still got a chance to manufacture something. 20 seconds left on the power play. Huffman will play it back. Marcio getting challenged out high. A foul going to be called on Jonatas Mello. So, Wave with a power play restart. There you go, look at Donatelli as he'll be coming out in 17 seconds. Marcio will go to Huffman. Looks across. Bennett steps in, shot blocked. Santana, nice job to block it there. Just about out of time on the power play for Milwaukee as Marcio tried to slip it across, intercepted. And as they track it down, no foul called. Wow.
Surprised they didn't call a foul there. Alvarez did have good position to get back, but I thought they might have called a foul on Marcio right there.
Yeah, I think the Wave got a break there. So the Blast able to kill off the first power play of the series. Milwaukee in the postseason now is 2 for 4 with the man advantage. They were 2 for 3 against Utica. Huffman spinning, tried to play it off the end board and hit the official. Sean Escueda, the Squid, tried to step in against former Wave star Max Ferdinand, and the ball will flex out of play. And we will have our immediate timeout. So we'll take a break. 7:43 left to go in the first quarter. No score here from Milwaukee. This is the Ron Newman Cup playoffs, MASL on Twitch.
Eyes require a certain kind of care. As a family-owned optical company for over 40 years, Wisconsin Vision knows firsthand just how important your eyes are. That's why our doctors and staff are highly skilled and passionate in their roles. It's why our centers offer a large selection of eyewear suitable for all lifestyles, and it's why our lens lab is state-of-the-art, conveniently located right here in Wisconsin. Ask about $100 off a complete pair, frame and lenses. Wisconsin Vision. See more light.
43 left to go here in the first period. Tom went along with Wave Hall of Famer Art Kramer. The MASL on Twitch here from Milwaukee. Major Arena Soccer League is proud to welcome you to MASL Soccer on Twitch. And we'll check in with the Twitch chat throughout the game, see if we've got some notable topics to talk about. Also, Alt Sports Data is the official sports data partner of the Major Arena Soccer League. Alt Sports is a San Diego-based leader in trading and consumer data for action, alternative, and emerging sports. And App Card Wallet Quintus has everything you need to manage your money your way. Visit Quintus.com today to learn more. Shot top of the area. Blocked in the middle by Sanchez, and he is down. I think he might have caught that one in the wrong spot.
I think he got the wind knocked out of him right there, Tom. Close to being a handball, too.
Also, MASL Soccer, one of their new partners is Fred Bet. And if you live in Arizona, Colorado, or Maryland, of course, the home state of the Baltimore Blast, you can head on down to Betfred and
Betfred, not Fred Bet.
Betfred. That's Betfred. Head down to Betfred and get your wagers in on the game. Like I said, Art, I anticipate a pretty low-scoring game and series. Baltimore, especially on the road, they tend to play it very conservatively. In the playoffs, even more so. And
Well, and you got one of the all-time best goalies in the game in Van Zella, and you got a guy with Willie B that's playing very hot right now as well.
Ben Raymond with it for Milwaukee. Ben in his first year with the Wave. 6th year in the league. Had a goal against Utica.
See Andre Hain right there, number 99, back in the lineup for the Wave after being off for, what, a month and a half here, Tom, at least?
6 weeks. Last played against the Florida Tropics. Had a big goal in that game. Kind of controversial goal that turned out to be the game winner here on March 4th. And that was the last time we'd seen Andre prior to tonight. He had a lower leg bruise he was dealing with. But great to see him back out there. He has come up big for Milwaukee in the postseason before. And obviously, Coach Oliviero is hoping he can do so again. Nelson Santana, the 44-year-old defender out of Oakland, California. Now in his 13th indoor season. He was a late starter to the indoor game at age 31, but he has put together a pretty lengthy career. Benzela launches long. That'll be a 3-line.
No, he played it. Unfortunately, Ben Raymond played it.
Well, as a defender, if you're not sure, better hit it, play it first, ask questions later. Now Santana pushing forward. Santana lays it off near side, and the shot is high. Tried to set up Jamie Thomas that time. And the former St. John's star was off the mark. Baltimore probably the most extended possession here so far, with 5.5 to go in the first period.
Absolutely one of the tactics David Bascom is going to want his players to employ is just what you said. Long stretches of possession when they get the ball.
Coming across off the end board. Sanchez trying to clear, but it was not, or Alvarez, I should say, now top of the area. Shot by Roque off the mark. He follows, and shot blocked in the middle by Stuart Grable. Stewart taking that one full force. Hopefully he's going to be okay. There you get a look at the veteran out of Neenah, Wisconsin, in his 7th year with the Wave. Ooh, right in the side of the head. Hopefully he's okay. Now they stopped it right away to make sure Stewart was going to be okay. He's a pretty tough customer. Not easy to knock him out of the game. And they'll have a drop near the point. Moy Gonzalez digs it out. Gonzalez, the Brownsville, Texas native, in his first year with the Blast, and he's been a nice pickup for him for sure, coming over from Utica. Juwan Pereira, play it back outside the zone. Baltimore is a team that you do not want to play from behind against because of the way they are able to control the possession. So one of the keys I would think, Art, for the Wave is try to get the lead if at all possible.
You absolutely want to play in front against Baltimore because what that's going to do is pull them out of their defensive shape as well. They're going to like to stay compact back in their own zone.
Javi Steinwasser 1-on-5, so he will back it up while the Wave changes. Steinwasser, the second-year man out of the University of Indianapolis, the UIndy Greyhounds. Had his brother on the team for the first part of the year, but Alex now playing outdoors with the Omaha team in the United Soccer League. They were the 6th set of brothers to play for the Wave. Kudis trying to see if he could hand off for LSO, but knocked away by the Blast. Patrick Thompson with it now will recycle it back. At midfield, Wave is able to take it away. Here's Ian Bennett. Ian still coming out, but a nice sliding defensive play, and Baltimore comes the other way now. Pereira coming in, shot, save made by Willie Benahene.
Best chance for Baltimore in transition right there.
Wave trying to come with numbers back. Down the middle, Squid with a shot, save Benzela! And Willie V comes up with the save. You got Willie B for the Wave, Willie V for Baltimore.
And that was a great save by Vanzella. Good first touch by the Squid running through the middle, and Vanzella with his best save of the evening.
Still looking for our first goal with 2:40 left to go here in the first period. Andre Hain. That was Steinwasser coming through with a shot. I don't know that Andre was actually trying. I think he was trying to trap the ball and it deflected off his leg, and Steinwasser came blowing through. That would have been a great conversion had it gone in. Jake Schindler, veteran defender. He's been with several teams during his time in this league, most notably with Syracuse and Utica. Started with the old Rochester Lancers, which is now an M2 club, which, by the way, Jake is the player coach of that team. So as soon as he got done with that season, the Blast signed him. He played one regular season game, and now he's played all 4 playoff games for Baltimore so far. Mello off the inboard in front. And cleared out of there by Steinwasser, I think it was.
Nice move there by Mello along the near boards to create a little space for himself.
Now Pereira fends off the push from Sanchez. Drops it back. Roque chipping in. Willie B with a nice read. Goes up and takes it off the head of Donatelli. So Bonaheni with a good play there to get it back for the Wave. Here's Alex Bradley. Steinwasser loses the possession there. Donatelli with it. Tony, the veteran out of Temple University in Philadelphia, PA. Played for the Temple Owls during his college days. Ian Bennett, nice move there. As we come to the 1 minute mark, Ian trying to play it off the inboard. He does. Huffman coming in, but could not redirect to the net as Vanzella comes up. He had Santana in the vicinity, and that was probably just enough that Derek couldn't do much. Now LSO almost taken away. Bennett steps in, but the Blast still able to move it upfield. Wave with some pressure there in their attacking zone. Huffman lays it back. Marcio. They clear out for him as he goes one-on-one against Thompson. Marcio on the right foot. Shot save, Vanzella.
Actually, it was Santana that got in behind Vanzella that time.
Well, I'll tell you, Wave has had a couple of good cracks here, but the Blast has stopped them. Huff, top of the area, back for Squid with a shot that's blocked.
This time it was Pereira on the block on Esqueda.
Coming down the last 10 seconds of the period, Sanchez. Alex still coming, but now loses possession, and this is going to do it for the end of the period. So that'll do it for the first period. Nobody scores. We'll take a break, come back for the second quarter. This is game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals of the MASL Ron Newman Cup playoffs on Twitch.
Get ready to stuff your face, Milwaukee. Doghouse Ballpark Commons open soon. And we're hiring. Learn more at rockventures.org. That's rocventures.org.
At the Butler household, we celebrate a little differently. Now we can easily assign chores and the kids get paid for them right away. So they're learning valuable financial lessons and I'm getting a clean house.
Learn more about the Mind and Money tool at ECU.com.
Did you know that Wisconsin Vision offers telehealth eye exams? I just scheduled my telehealth eye exam easily on their website. Once in store, a tech helps get me started and then pre-checks my eyes. See my eye on the screen? Then I have my telehealth eye exam virtually with a licensed optometrist on the TV.
Everything looks great, Kate. You're going to love your new prescription.
Ask us about our $59 eye exam. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
Get ready to tee off like you never have before. Now open on the campus of Ballpark Commons, Lux Golf Base. a high-tech driving range with 57 golf bays on 3 stories, overlooking a 250-yard-long turf range with Doppler technology. A second-floor indoor event space for your private event or group outing. Also a heated, covered beer garden, along with 2 brand-new restaurants. Become a member, learn more, and plan your event at luxgolfbays.com. Milwaukee's newest mixed-use entertainment district, located in Franklin, Wisconsin, Ballpark Commons is committed to the notion of community creation. Located only 15 minutes from downtown Milwaukee, Ballpark Commons in Franklin spans over 300 acres and is the premier sports and entertainment destination in our region. From the Milwaukee Milkmen professional baseball team to the Mosh Performance Center, Lux Golf Bays, and even more. And we're not done growing yet. Learn all about us and get involved at visitbpc.com.
No score as we get ready to start the second quarter here from Milwaukee. Game 1 of the MASL Eastern Conference Finals. Winner moves on to the Ron Newman Cup Championship against the winner of the San Diego Chihuahua Series, which will be kicking off just about the time this one ends tonight. 9:30 Central Time at Pechanga Arena in San Diego. And the Sockers with their backs against the wall again, having lost the opener in Chihuahua 6-5 on Tuesday nights. Craig Elson, Nate Abarena will be on the call for that one, on the English call. And I gotta imagine they'll be feeling the pressure out there in San Diego. Baltimore with it as they go left to right here in Milwaukee.
Well, it's the same scenarios that would happen last year, Tom. San Diego was down 1-0 to Chihuahua. They went home. They took care of Chihuahua in the first game, and then they won 4-1 in the mini game. So look for that to be a low-scoring affair as well.
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah, I think both teams are going to play pretty close to the vest. And San Diego trying to do what Baltimore did from 2016 to 2019 and win 3 straight championships.
Great MASL doubleheader on Twitch tonight.
You know, we talked about, Tom, the Wave not capitalizing on the early power play as we went off air a little bit. Same thing with San Diego the other night in Chihuahua. They had 2 power plays in the first quarter that they could not capitalize on. And, man, when you get those opportunities earlier in the game, you'd like to capitalize and get out in front.
Yeah, they ended up 1 for 4, 1 for 5. They had a super power play in the final minute. And I think it was Tavoy Morgan. Looked like he was going to tie it up for sure with a power play goal. And they did not do it, and that was the final 6-5. Sanchez, great move there, but he shoots it wide. Oh, he made a great move coming in to lose the defender, but off target with the shot.
The last 4 minutes of the first quarter and the start of the second quarter, the Wave's pace is starting to take effect against the Blast. The Blast looks to keep possession for long stretches. That's kind of the match we're seeing so far.
LSO off the end board. Couldn't make the connection. Ian digs it out. Oh, tried to center on the play, broken up. And Blast looking for a handball. They're not going to make the call. LSO sends it around to Huffman. And will play it back out from Marcia midfield. So the Wave recycling the possession. They've had the better possession so far, outshooting Baltimore 10-3 in the first quarter. But still scoreless. Huffman against Santana. Now Marcio. Moves it back over to Huffman on the other side. Derek tried to slip it through. Marcio coming in. Shot a goal! Oh, great combination there. And Milwaukee leads it 1-0.
Huffman and Marcio Leite combining that time to give the Wave the lead here in the second quarter. After Marcio played the ball to Huff down in the corner, Huff, good job holding the defender off, Santana. And then watch Marcio lose Roque right there. Pereira wasn't able to recover, but right there, Lucas Roque has got to stay with Marcio, and he allowed Marcio to come in, and he beats Van Zella to give him the early lead.
Marcio with his 4th goal of the postseason. He's got 9 points overall, which leads the Wave. And Derek Huffman with his 3rd assist. He's 2nd on the team in scoring postseason. 3 goals, 3 assists. So the Wave gets the first goal here tonight. Wave had a little trouble trying to clear it. Baltimore now gets it back. Ricardinho, he was a member of the Wave when they won their last championship back here in 2019. Ricky played here for 3 years, and he was a solid midfielder from Milwaukee.
He and Drew Ruggles then went to Florida to play for the Tropics, and now Ricky has ended up here. Ricky's had a great season with the Blast, by the way. Little Ricky, as affectionately known here in Milwaukee.
5'5" and 125 pounds.
Because remember, we had Ricardinho, the Dallas Sidekicks coach. He was Big Ricky, and then Little Ricky is this Ricardinho.
Alex Bradley chopped down, and wow. Mike Diesel might be lucky he didn't get a blue card there. Baltimore had guys back, but that was a pretty solid takedown there. There you get a look at Diesel, the fireman. Kind of like our own fireman, Jim Ranelli, who works Rock Ventures. Of course, Jim is the public address voice out at Franklin Field for the Milkmen, but Jimmy also
could
works
Jim
the
play
group.
defense as well as Mike Diesel?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Baseball is really Jim Ranelli's game, but boy, Mike Diesel, I'll tell you what, he'd take his grandmother down if he had to. He'd rescue her from a fire and then take her down if she was breaking away toward the opposition goal.
He's been around for a long time. Mike Diesel is a great competitor, by the way.
Blast has 7 players, I believe, including Diesel and Ferdinand, who were on the team, that very first MASL team that played in the championship series against Monterey back in 2014-15. Andre Hain pulling away from Santana. Nicely done by Andre. Now Steinwasser. Javi trying to play it across on the smash back cross.
Rayleigh's been down behind the play for quite some time. Actually, it's Jamie Thomas. Surprised he didn't stop play a long time ago.
So they will tend to Jamie Thomas down there. That'll give us a chance to ask you, do you think you have what it takes to play in the MASL? Sign up now to be on our mailing list for the 2023 MASL Pro Player Combine. Visit MASLsoccer.com for more information. Again, we'd like to welcome all the fans on Twitch watching tonight's contest, as they have throughout the season. MASL Soccer also brought to you by Quintus. Money transfers are made easy with Quintus, powered by Western Union. Download the Quintus app today and use promo code MASL. Looks like Thomas is going to be okay, although walking off a bit gingerly to the Baltimore bench. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. Also, you can catch MASL every Monday night on Sirius XM FC, channel 157 at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Alex Bastanowski is joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. All right, Baltimore with the possession as they move it left to right as we look at the action here in the second period. Ben Raymond comes up with the ball for Milwaukee. And we'll move it over to Sanchez. Sanchez, the rookie out of Chicago. He attended Roosevelt University, but never played for the Lakers because that was during the pandemic years. And by the time they resumed playing, Alex was already playing professionally. Now LSO with it. Moves across on the far wing. Ball driven in off the inboard. Wave trying to apply some upfield pressure now. Ricardinho back for Vanzela. Vanzela, an excellent ball handler and distributor. He rarely makes a mistake back there. You talk about his defensive prowess, but offensively, he is superb handling the ball as well.
Well, the big key for the Wave is when you go to high press them, the players in the back have got to step in front of their men in the neutral zone.
Now Patrick Thompson works it down low. Gonzalez will chip it back out of the zone. Blast led behind the bench by Coach David Bascombe, a former star for the Blast as a player, then longtime assistant to Danny Kelly. Danny coached the Blast for, I think it was 15, 16 seasons, and then he stepped down, and Bascombe took over. This is his second season. All right, top of the arc, Donatelli moves it far side, shot, save by Benahane. So the Wave defense holding strong on the restart there. Blast still keeping the zone.
Blast switched it up that time. They put Donatelli on the ball, and he went to Roque. Willie B, I think, caught that one in the wrong spot. Let's take another look right here. Watch Willie B with the save. He got up right away.
Yeah, I can't really tell from that sequence, but obviously had to take a pause to catch his breath. Willie B had never played an MASL postseason game until that series against Utica, and he was tremendous in that series. And I think it's fair to say the Wave doesn't advance unless Willie B plays as well as he did in Utica.
Well, he was phenomenal in the mini game where Utica jumped out to a 1-0 lead, and then the Wave came back with 2 goals, and then the last 4 minutes or so, there was a stretch with just over 3 minutes to go where he came up with 2 incredible saves, one being on Captain Bo Yelovach, and he really did save the day for the Wave in that series.
That was a heck of a series against Utica FC. And again, the Wave only 4 days off between games. Baltimore, meanwhile, has not played since April 8th. So they've had 12 days in between games, 13 days since they last played. Well rested, the Blast. But we'll see if they've been able to maintain some sharpness during that time. It's not always easy when you're just practicing that long but not really playing a game.
They had a couple of guys recovering from injuries, Jamie Thomas and Jeremy Rayleigh. So that rest time off probably helped them. And then they've got a number of older players too who I'm sure didn't mind the time off.
Well, as we talked about Art before, you know, if you're a player from strictly a player's perspective, I would think most of the time you'd rather have the time off, worry about sharpness later. Here comes Ian Bennett. Chips in one, rebound, follow! Right on cue! Curtis Lamal, 2-0 Milwaukee.
What a ball that was by Ian Bennett. That was an intentional shot wide so that Cudis could run onto it, and Q beat the Blast in transition. That's where that pace is coming in handy. Watch this play by Bennett. This is intentional where he placed that. Perfectly placed. Walla Scora, Tom, to Cudis Lawal.
That was a Walla Scora of prime cut right there. Boy, you can't telestrate that ball off the inboard any better than Ian did. And there's Cudis Lawal, the second-year MASL veteran, first year with the Wave. Chicago area product out of high school, Mather High School, originally from Nigeria. So he's had quite a road travel to get here to Milwaukee.
In that Utica City series, Tom, Ian was pressing a little bit because he hadn't scored. You could see it. And then he scored a restart goal in the mini game. And that restart goal was a huge goal for the Wave and for Ian Bennett. You could just see the bounce in his step the remainder of the mini game. And right here to start this game, he's looked very sharp.
So the Wave with goals here from Leite and Lawal in the second period to grab the lead. Game 2 will take place right here at Panther Arena on Sunday, 1 o'clock Central Time. And if these teams end up splitting the first 2 games, we would have the mini game or knockout game immediately following game 2 here on Sunday. Nice move, top of the area, shot, save made by Willie B to stop Roque. Oh, Roque with a great move at the top of the arc to free up for the shot, and Willie B with another tremendous save. LSO battling along the bench on the far side as he and Lucas Roque, I think that is, having a few words.
Roque didn't like the fact that LSO was getting into his back, And Roque swung around with the right arm. Not sure if he caught him with an elbow or not, but maybe he'll have a look right here on the replay. There's the save by Willie B.
Luan Salas Oliveira and Lucas Roque, a couple of Brazilian natives exchanging a little Portuguese.
Would have liked
there.
to seen a replay of that little mix-up right there in front of the bench.
Now, you will recall the season opener of 2021-22. I believe it was LSO and Lucas who got into a little post-game skirmish at CQ Arena. Am I remembering that correctly?
You are.
So there's a little history between those guys.
Well, and in that game, Roque had 4 goals, if I remember correctly, as well.
Including the game winner off a pass from Max Ferdinand. And Blast was supposed to come here for the Waves home opener the following week, but they never made it. All right, we will take our media timeout. 2-0 Milwaukee with 6:21 left to go in the half. This is the Ron Newman Cup Eastern Conference Finals on Twitch.
Milwaukee's newest mixed-use entertainment district, located in Franklin, Wisconsin, Ballpark Commons is committed to the notion of community creation. Located only 15 minutes from downtown Milwaukee, Ballpark Commons in Franklin spans over 300 acres and is the premier sports and entertainment destination in our region. From the Milwaukee Milkmen professional baseball team to the Mosh Performance Center, Lux Golf Bays, and even more. And we're not done growing yet. Learn all about us and get involved at visitbpc.com.
So the Wave with a 2-0 lead now after getting goals from Marcio Leite, his 4th of the postseason from Derek Huffman, and Kudus Lawal, his 3rd of the postseason from Ian Bennett at 2:23 and 6:57 respectively. Art Kramer, some of your thoughts of the game thus far?
Yeah, I think both teams feeling each other out a little bit early on. Took them a while to get going. The Waves' pace has started to take effect against the Blast, and it's going to be interesting because the Blast likes to sit back defensively, control the tempo, but when you fall behind, it forces you in some ways to come out. Now, we're only in the second quarter, and certainly they're not going to panic. But as this game wears on, Baltimore is going to have to take a higher press line than they currently have.
Patrick Thompson will play it back to his goalkeeper, William Van Zela. Again, the Blast in the white uniforms going left to right. Nelson Santana, the 44-year-old veteran, moves in the near side. Thompson off the inboard. Ball deflects up in the air. The header is cleared out by Milwaukee, and the Blast will reload out at midfield.
So right there with the Blast getting out of the back, Tom, if you're going to press Van Zela, the players behind the guy pressing need to step in front of their men or they will get out every time.
Wave on the counter now. Stuart Grable lays it off ahead. Mario Alvarez. Mario in his 3rd season with the Wave.
Sanchez just got a knock in midfield and stopped running on the play. And it's like, listen, Alex, this is the playoffs against the Baltimore Blast. You got to play through everything. It's going to be physical.
All time, this is the 11th playoff meeting between the Wave and the Blast. That's his 11th game or series. Baltimore has the advantage. They defeated Milwaukee 6 of those 10 times. As far as total games go, this is number 21. Blast leads the all-time series game-wise 12-8, and the teams are 6-6 here in Milwaukee. So we talk about Baltimore, Art, and their ability to play well on the road, especially in the postseason. They're a 500 team coming in here to Panther Arena. Not all those games were at Panther Arena. A couple of them were over at the now raised Bradley Center, but they've always played well, seemingly in Milwaukee during the postseason. Andre chips one ahead. He's trying to go for Javi Steinblascher, but a good job by Vanzela to come out and head it away. Total calmness with William Vanzela. No panic whatsoever from that guy. Escueda checks his man off the ball, and Willie B is able to pick it up. Wade defensively with excellent man-to-man marking so far here in the first half. Played long. Bennett with Loa. Now Ian trying to turn and had it poked away. And Vanzela will pick it up.
I like Ian's approach. He's not waiting. He's turning and facing his hips towards goal and going at the Baltimore defense.
Again, the Blast, solid veteran team that has a great move there. Turning, shot, and a goal. Mad Max beyond the Thunderdome. He puts Baltimore on the board. It's 2-1.
Well, Max, just like he did against Florida in the minigame, back to goal, uses his body to free himself from the defender, and finishes it off. Max had gone 9 games, Tom, without scoring before that goal in the minigame to win it for the Blast. In those 9 games, Max had taken 6 shots on goal in the 9 games. In that 15-minute minigame, Max took 3 shots in 15 minutes after just taking 6 through 9 games without scoring. But against Florida, he beat Vandegrift for the winner, and right there, he brings the Blast back to 2-1 down.
Great patience by the 33-year-old veteran. Back comes the wave. Shot far side, just off the mark from Stu Grable. Stewart looking for his first postseason goal. He only had 1 during the regular season. So maybe he's due to come up with a big goal for Milwaukee sometime. So a big goal for the Blast to cut the deficit to 1. Loose pass there, but good tackle to get it away. Schindler picks it up for Baltimore. Jake, a Rochester, New York native, played at Niagara and Roberts Wesleyan University during his college days. Plays one top of the area. Blast is going to get it back. And they'll recycle back out to Santana. He'll take a long drive, wide rights. Again, Milwaukee clearing the zone, but not all the way out. And shot block there. Marcio with a nice block. Ricardinho off the end board. Willie B will come out from the line and scoop that one up.
Good time for a timeout.
Baltimore had pretty extended possession that time, more than a minute. Benahene's pass to midfield for Hain is picked off. Santana coming in. Shot blocked by Marcio. Marcio going to send up Andre Hain. Looks at the middle for Ian Bennett. Ian and Andre coming in, and they come through. Andre has to push it off the side. Turning shot, and a save made Vanzela. Boy, Andre with an inside-out shot there, and Vanzela with a nice save. Man knocked down in midfield, no call as the Wave gets it back. Now Bennett, he'll crank one up, and Vanzela makes a save. Rebound Famo, and we got a whistle.
Baltimore's got 6 men on the field, Tom. Too many men right there.
Well, untimely penalty for the Blast.
Kyle Trimble, the 3rd official in the box, saw it, and it wasn't too hard because there were 6 out there as the whistle blew.
So Milwaukee's going to get another power play at 13:48 of the second period. 2 penalties in the contest, both against the Blast.
I'm not sure what Vanzella's gripe is here. It was clearly 6 men. When the whistle blew, there was 6 all the way in the zone.
Well, Max Ferdinand is going to serve the penalty. So, Wave with another man advantage here to try to see if they can get another one on the board. Penalty time would carry over to the third quarter if the Wave does not score here. Blast did a great job to stop Milwaukee in the first one. In fact, it turned out to be a shootout attempt initially that Donatelli was able to stop Sanchez. And then the Blast able to kill off the ensuing power play. LSO and Leite knocking it back and forth. LSO tied up, lost his balance. Here comes Baltimore on the shorthand bid. And walking in with the shot saved by the Honey as he stopped Jamie Thomas.
LSO down behind the play.
Injured player on the field for the Wave, number 8, Luan Oliveira.
Looked like he rolled his ankle there trying to turn in the offensive zone.
Well, he had just come off the injured list to get back in the lineup when the playoffs started against Utica. Let's check it out. Well, there's the tail end. Ben Honey actually made a pretty good save there on Thomas on the shorthand bid. But, yeah, he had been on the IR for the last month of the regular season. Again, just coming back to the playoffs, talking about LSO. Only 13 games during the regular season. He had 7 goals, 6 assists. And then he followed up with a goal and 2 assists against Utica. Had a pretty good series against Utica. This would be a tough loss for the Wave if they have to play without LSO either for the remainder of this series or the playoffs.
Well, if LSO cannot go in game number 2, it probably brings Tony Walls back into the lineup. Watch here as he goes to turn here on Mello. Just plants and rolled his ankle, it looks like.
Knee or ankle, and he's going to have to be helped off by the trainer Ricardo Vidal along with William Vanzela. Nice bit of sportsmanship there from Vanzela to help his opponent off the field.
Guy does it all, huh?
Sure does. So that's a tough injury for the Wave for sure. Nelson Santana coming to give him a pat on the back. Yeah, we talked about this as well before, Art. No question, it's always an intense battle between the Wave and the Blast, and I'm sure even more so in the playoffs. But these two teams, these two organizations have tremendous respect for each other, and there's no doubt they're going to play hard, but they are also, going to play with a lot of respect for each other.
No, this rivalry goes way back, and if you look at the leaders, right? I mean, it was Danny Kelly and Keith Tozer as the coaches for the Wave. You've had captains Michael King. You've had guys like Lee Tashantret, Jason Dieter, Barry Stitz, guys like that, right? Tariq Walker played for the Wave and played for Baltimore. But look at the two captains out here tonight, Ian Bennett and Tony Donatelli. Those guys are as respectful as they come. So it starts at the top and it trickles down from there.
All right, Blast still with a chance shorthanded here before the end of the half as Santana has it and tied up in front of the wall by the Wave bench, and this is going to do it for the first half. So Wave is going to be on the power play for 48 seconds when we start the second half. They go to the locker room at halftime. Milwaukee with a 2-1 lead. We'll keep it right here and get ready to send it down to our public address announcer, Van McNeil, who will be talking with Wave coach Giuliano Oliviero. There you see Giuliano stepping onto the field. Well, good first half. Both teams with some decent opportunities, especially the Wave. And we'll see what Coach Oliviero says, but no question, I think he was probably hoping Milwaukee might have been able to tack on at least another goal with some of the chances they had. And let's send it down to Van and Coach Oliviero.
Time for the Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital Coach's Corner. Coach, you got to be happy with the first half, but there's still a lot of soccer to go here. How you feeling?
You know what? It's 4 quarters. We know it's going to come down to that last quarter, and we're in a good spot right now. I think we've done a lot of good things. We're defending well. We held the Blast to 1 goal in the whole half, and we feel with a little bit more quality in the attacking third, we could have more than 2 right now. So we feel good.
What's this message to the second half for the guys here? Is it keep up the intensity, sharpen up things a little bit?
Yeah, nothing really changes on the defensive side of the ball. And when it comes to our offense, I mean, we got to recognize when it's on to go to goal and just recognize when we can wear down Baltimore a little bit.
And I will say the fans are adding in some extra spice here tonight.
Hey, we need you guys in the second half, loud and proud.
Giuliano Oliviero, head coach of your Milwaukee Wave. You're watching Major Arena Soccer League action live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin on Twitch and Canelas Deportes.
Here's an open chance. It's Leo. He tries to pass it into the net or to Tavoy, and it was blocked away. And now trying to chip Pardo, and they do! Oh, Jamie Lovegrove! An absolute perfection. And one kiss is all it takes.
The Sockers are going to play there. What a goal.
Oh! That is Nick Pereira.
He was proud of himself.
Yep, shaking his head like,
His touch is great. His shot is great. Let's watch his turn. Perfectly placed, and he's like, yep.
For Robbie!
Oh! Golazo! It's a great game!
Wave gets it out of Eske. Hammers a shot at a goal. Big time conversion by Will Eske.
That's got to be a candidate for goal of the week.
Intense game here between these two teams. Ian Bennett shot on goal! IP26, number 4! And that was a laser.
Little inside-out move that time. Ripped a dipper that time.
Juice Cox with space, fires and scores!
And the poise at the top of the box to not hit the first time and, deke the defender and then just buried it.
Lifting one out.
Long shot! Oh my goodness! Que golazo! Big roll!
Watch this absolute laser beam from Blas Perez, the Panamanian bomber we should call him now.
It's an opportunity for Luovano. Plays this one back. Hopper, lovely back heel, shot, golazo! Edgar Gonzalez, a thing of beauty. Gets you.
Donatelli. Oh, what a ball! Goal! You gotta be kidding me! Oh!
Beautiful. Christian Gutierrez, down low, back for the goal! Tic-tac, goal! Team soccer all the way.
What a fantastic goal.
Leo. Oh, what a pass. Oh, what a pass and a score by Gonzalez on a beautiful pass by Leo de Oliveira.
Wow, that's why he is in the top 5 with assists.
The right wing side, Coughlin with the save. On Sebastian Mendez. Gerson chips the keeper. Light it up like Kid Dynamite. With an explosive goal from midfield.
Valdivino's heavy touch falls to Pereira! What control from Nick Pereira, capitalizing on the ill-advised back pass from Escalante. We're level at 2.
Up to midfield, so we'll see him up in the upper half a little more. Luis Morales, first shot, and there is the goal in the game, just a few seconds, and Luis Cebollas Morales already making Dallas Sidekicks fans cry.
Get a little bit more offensive.
Oh, goal! What a shot!
Gives him a little wiggle, like you call it, and gets a shot off. Nice right foot line for our coach.
David, congratulations.
Y aquí viene Luis Canaro. Luis Canaro. Fírmala Luis. ¡Gol! Fuentes, Hernández, qué jugada. Popper, golazo. ¡Gol! Sacó el reemplazo. Lo que yo quiero ver es si la pelota está dentro. Saca el disparo. Sí, es un golazo por parte del Popper Hernández.
He's been consistent. Bigmore maintains. Bigmore with a shot.
Oh!
Bigmore league way.
Are you kidding me? And he beats Jones and hammers a ball.
La Roca, golazo. A little bit of the roll of the keg and a Get set. Watch. Go. Olsen fours. Keg. Race.
Upper 90. Holy cow, what a
That's the right way. Okay.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for shopping today.
Thanks for doing business with us.
Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for coming again.
Thank you. 2 simple words that convey appreciation and gratitude. At Educators Credit Union, our member loyalty program puts action behind the words thank you by rewarding members with cash just for using their accounts with us. It's our way of truly saying thank you. Join today at ECU.com.
A new coffee and cocktails experience is waiting for you on the campus of Ballpark Commons in Franklin. Blend coffee and cocktails, offering a unique take on the coffee house experience. Coffee house by day, cocktail lounge by night with a delicious breakfast and dinner menu. Learn more and start your order at blendcc.com. Calling all bartenders, baristas, and mixologists. Rock Ventures is hiring. If you're looking to make some extra money, you can start training now and be set for the summer. Learn more at rockventures.org. That's ROCVentures.org.
Métele el zapatazo. Así, pégale, 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 pégale. ¡Ay! ¡No! 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 ¿Qué pasó, señores? ¡Ay, ay, ay! Esto se va a quedar grabado.
Got a runner. Here's Mello. Mello in. Oh, cross for Roque. Shot. Saved by Neto. But what a save by Neto.
So you kidding me, Neto? I mean, Mello and Roque playing that 1-2 game, and how did he get a foot, arm, leg, whatever he did to knock that down? Incredible save.
Oh, gets it to Ramon Palmer. Palmer to Leo. Oh,
what a save by Danny Waltman.
Save by Waltman. Waltman is on fire.
I might be nominating Danny Waltman for Defensive Player of the Week this week.
Romero takes it off the wall, a little move into the middle, and there is the shot and the save by Pollo Cortez right on the doorstep by Albert Rodriguez. My goodness.
Alex Bradley, the British native out of Loras College in Dubuque. They work it off the inboard shot, save, Nascimento!
And that was the save of the game for Paulo right there, as Alex Steinwasser was left unmarked right in the middle.
That's Bond and Yelovitz standing shoulder to shoulder. Moises Gonzalez, Roque with a hooking shot. Coughlin says no. Holy cow!
Jamel Cox knocking on the door, hits the left side of the post. Caceres with a shot. Great save by Toth.
Back to Gonzalez. Crosses Macias, open space. He'll shoot, save! Diving Pardo!
3 saves in what must have been less than 30 seconds as Mesquite were throwing the kitchen sink and then some towards the net, trying to get that equalizer.
El número 6. El disparo del Tayú. En la recuperación. ¡Cayú! ¡No hay gol! ¡No hay gol! ¡No hay gol! ¡No fue gol! ¡No! ¡Vámonos bien, Chris Hernández!
Control the rebound. Instead, Yelovak gets a chance.
What a save!
Well, he wasn't late there, was he? Right on time from Manzella as Yelovak was in the middle of the box.
100,000%. Here we go. Made it a man foot. Oh. And it is sent up toward Winnipeg, Manitoba by Augie Ray. Knocked it north of the bar.
Juice Cox gone down low. Pereira. Oh my word, Boris Pardo. It shouldn't be possible, and yet the man's done it.
Man, does Pardo make a good save.
Hundelt settles it down. Top of the box, cuts right, he shoots. Pollo Cortez with a huge save. Pollo Cortez, an absolutely spectacular keeper.
Uh-oh, deflects back to Carvalho. Ah, Paulo!
Little juggle there for Andrew Coughlin, but he comes up with the thrown distribution, and Gerson is wide open ahead. Gerson slides left, redirected off the line. My, oh my, what a defensive play.
8 seconds left, around the board, still loose, out in front, and it was cleared away by Alvis. It is a play by one of the Florida Tropics defenders.
Now he's into the play. Oh, what a save by Chris Toth. Chris Toth, delivers.
Get another look at this.
Dynamite.
Whoa, where did that even go?
Diegas, a great pass in transition. Junior is turned away. What a save by Andrew Coughlin. Coughlin read it. Goal keeping.
The holidays are right around the corner, and the Milwaukee Milkman ticket and gift package makes the perfect gift. Learn more and see what's available at MilwaukeeMilkman.com.
Teammates put a lot of pressure on me, making fun of me that, hey, playoffs is going to start now, Marcia is going to show up. I've had a lot of luck in the playoffs. Obviously, the confidence is there, and it's the playoffs. There's no tomorrow, so that's a game that I know I gotta give 150%. I gotta leave everything on the field, and I've been successful. Hopefully that keeps going in the next 2 games, and hopefully the next 4 games.
Milwaukee Wave fans, we need your support. Sunday, 1 p.m. It's gonna be buzzing. We need you. Fill up the stands. Let's go!
What's up, Milwaukee fans? It's a legendary battle between 2 great franchises. Hope to see everyone out Sunday. It's going to be an electric atmosphere and a great product on the field.
Super excited for our series tonight with Milwaukee. Really good team, 2 really good teams going after it. I'm so excited for this semifinals. For me, be a best player for 10 years. Excited to come back to the semifinal.
Yeah.
Weezy out of here.
Back home smoking legal. I got more slaps than the Beatles. Foreign shit running on diesel, dawg. Playing with my name, that shit is lethal, dawg. Who you see? What? Don Corleone. Trust me, at the top it isn't lonely. Everybody acting like they know me, dawg. Don't just say it now, you gotta show me what you gotta do. Bring the clip back empty. You asked to see the ball, so they sent me, dawg. I just broke her off with a 10-piece, dawg. There ain't nothing, I'm just being friendly, dawg. It's just a little 10-piece for it, just to blow it in the mall. Doesn't mean that we involved. I just put a.
Eyes require a certain kind of care. As a family-owned optical company for over 40 years, Wisconsin Vision knows firsthand just how important your eyes are. That's why our doctors and staff are highly skilled and passionate in their roles. It's why our centers offer a large selection of eyewear suitable for all lifestyles, and it's why our lens lab is state-of-the-art, conveniently located right here in Wisconsin. Ask about $100 off a complete pair, frame and lenses. Wisconsin Vision. See more light.
The Ambassador, Milwaukee's landmark Art Deco hotel, is the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave, and the perfect place to meet up with family or friends before or after the game.
Hey, Abby. I see the whole band's here. Are you guys going to take the shuttle down to the game? Yeah. Love it.
Enjoy free parking and shuttle service to and from Panther Arena when you dine before the game. The Ambassador, the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave. ready to stuff your face, Milwaukee. Doghouse Ballpark Commons open soon. And we're hiring. Learn more at rockventures.org. That's rocventures.org.
Just about ready to start the third quarter of action here in Milwaukee. Game 1 of the MASL Ron Newman Cup Eastern Conference Finals between the Wave and the Baltimore Blast. 2-1 Milwaukee leads. All the scoring in the second period. Marcio Leite, Kudus Lawal for the Wave before Max Ferdinand answered for the Blast. And the Wave will start the third quarter on the power play. 48 seconds of the man advantage as Baltimore was penalized for too many men on the field at 13:48 of the second. Blast trying to kill off the second Wave power play of the night. Marcio rips one up and over.
Good sign, Tom. Luan Salas Olivero, we saw go down in the first half, had to be carried off back there on the Wave power play.
There's William Van Zela. Wave outshot the Blast 14-9 in the first half. And Van Zela coming up with some great saves.
15 seconds left in the power play.
Ian Bennett, the league leader in power play goals during the regular season. Huffman with a follow-up. And Van Zela able to knock that one down at the near post. And so the penalty has expired, and Huffman's pass deflected in. Van Zela almost stepped over outside the box as he throws it downfield. Here comes Max, still coming, rolls one in. Batted away by Benahene. Ferdinand follows up with a shot that goes to the other side. Bennett flicks it out of the zone. Kudus Lawal running onto it, but Juwan Pereira is there, and a foul going to be called on Kudus. There's Juwan Pereira.
Juwan scored the big goal to start that mini game against Florida. Gave the Blast an early lead just less than a minute into that mini game.
Bradley able to head it away from behind against Roque, headed off the inboard, and Willie Benahene able to come up with it. Willie B with 4 saves in the first half. Willie V was 6 for the Baltimore Blast. Andre Hain, the big forward, 7th year in the league, number 6 with the Wave. Brazilian native who played his college ball at Lindenwood, the Lindenwood Lions, down in St. Charles, Missouri. Not too far from Art Kramer's old neighborhood down there. Well, a little bit of ways, I guess. St. Charles, how far was St. Charles from your boyhood home?
About 25 minutes. I was in Crestwood, right near Grant's Farm, where Augie Bush raised the Clydesdales. But yeah, St. Charles, or Lindenwood College, near the casino. I mean, I know it from that.
There you get a look at Coach Giuliano Oliviero, 9th season with the Wave. He replaced the legendary Keith Tozer, who of course now is commissioner of the Major Arena Soccer League. Ben Raymond in the far corner. Nice move there by Ben to bring it up out of the zone.
Look at Raymond in his own zone, showing some skill.
Now Ian Bennett sends it up ahead, Huffman and Raymond. Huff will get it and play it back to Javi Steinwasser. Bennett trying to get past the defender, but he can't do it. And Van Zela picks it up. Good job by Schindler to force him off the play. Outlet, Ricardinho. Trying to make a move past Alvarez. Gives it up now on the far wing, and the Blast will recycle. So the Wave had the power play for 48 seconds to start this third quarter, but couldn't convert. Baltimore, which again was not a strong penalty-killing team during the regular season. They were 13th in the league, only ahead of the Milwaukee Wave. At 47%, they had only killed off 18 of 38, but two big penalty kills here tonight. Went down, no call. Milwaukee's going to try to come back. Huffman, Bennett walking in, Bennett coming in, Bennett with a shot and a great play! I think that was Rayleigh cleared off the line. Oh, Ian had one there and a great defensive play behind Vanzela.
Good transition there by the Wave, and as you said, Jeremy Rayleigh, number 13, back to save the day for the Blast that time.
Great hustle there by Rayleigh, the veteran out of the University of Maryland. Probably grew up being a Blast fan, and here he is now playing for Baltimore the last 5 or 6 years. Sanchez finally gives it up.
You said Jeremy Rayleigh played at University of Maryland, Tom. Sasho Sorovsky, former Milwaukee Wave player, the longtime coach at Maryland.
Sanchez with a long shot, that's high. Sasho was one of the original members of the Milwaukee Wave. Going back to the 84-85 season. I'm sure you can remember playing against MAK. Boy, look at that play by Rayleigh on the Wisconsin Vision Instant Replay. Sasho, he led the Terps to a couple of national championships, I believe, in College Park. Played here locally at UW Milwaukee, which has produced numerous players for the Wave, including their current rookie, Sean Esqueda, the Whitefish Bay native. Also, Drew Wiedebach. Drew, the veteran defender, is out with an injury, listed as questionable. We'll see as either the series or the playoffs go on if what his availability might be. He's got some ribs that have been hurting him for a couple of months. Wave still trying to move it out of the zone as Bennett has it. He'll play it back. Raymond looking downfield. Up on the near wing, and Patrick Thompson going to get called for a foul. Boy, that was a little dicey. You had Willie B., the goalkeeper, spread out for a possible pass in the near corner, and that one barely had enough steam to get up to Leite. Crowd of about 2,000 here tonight, but they have been very intense and enjoying a great game here between these two longtime rivals. Again, the 11th time that the Wave and Blast have been in a playoff game or series in the history of these teams, and they've all happened since 2002. That was the first time they ever met in the postseason. That was a one-game meeting in the league semifinals in the old MISL. Wave getting a victory. Steinwasser tries to drive it in, it deflects into the stands. Wave will kick it in on the far side. Baltimore then defeating Milwaukee in the league championship series in 2003 and 2004. And the Wave coming back to beat the Blast in the league championship series in 2011-2012.
2003, 2004, we had the 12-4 lead. Last game storming back to win 13-12.
Vanzela's clearance to midfield stays in. That was in the old multiple goal scoring days, multi-point goals. Block shot there. Bradley keeps it in. Alex going to hammer a left foot shot or pass that was knocked down. Steinwasser steps in to knock it away. It was do or die there for Javi. If he doesn't get that one, Baltimore comes in on a breakaway.
Good defense there by Josh Hughes, number 6 for the Blast. 2 blocks in that previous sequence.
Hughes, the rookie out of Berry College in Rome, Georgia. LSO. Fakes, shoots off the end board, swept away. And we get a foul as the Squid was gathering it at the far point. And this will take us to the media timeout as you see man down there for the Blast. And
I believe that's still Hughes.
All right, so we will take a break and come back as Josh Hughes tries to recover. Still 2-1 Milwaukee here in the third period. This is the MASL Ron Newman Cup playoffs on Twitch.
Get ready to stuff your face, Milwaukee. Doghouse Ballpark Commons open soon. And we're hiring. Learn more at rockventures.org. That's rocventures.org.
Two to one, Wave leading the Blast. 7:51 left to go here in the third period.
In the chat, Tom, Maryland Dave, longtime Blast fan, says, happy 20th birthday to Billy Nelson's three-point goal, which is the one that won that championship for him. So you just had to remind us, didn't you, Dave?
That was the one that deflected in off of Lance Johnson, right?
Blast fans love when I tell the story that it deflected off Lance Johnson.
Which should have only made it a two-pointer.
Kramer, are you going to complain about that again? But as we've established a long time ago, it was a series that we let get away. The Blast deserved to win it, and win it they did.
All right. Marcio trying to work against Jamie Thomas. Fakes, got it on the left foot, fires. A little bit high. Rebound, Alvarez played it into Huffman, tried to work the 1-2, but broken up by the Blast.
How about Marcio Leite, huh? Still doing it after all these years.
Uh-oh, Thomas gets past LSL. He comes in, centering across, and a fine defensive play.
Sean Esqueda in the right spot, right time. Actually, it was Alex Sanchez made that defensive play.
That was a big-time play there on the cross, right at the goal mouth from Jamie Thomas. Tell you, we've seen some outstanding defensive work here tonight from both teams. The low scoring volume is not because of lack of offensive intensity here tonight, that's for sure.
What year was it the Wave won the championship in Baltimore, Tom?
That was 2011.
Yeah, Marcel Feenstra, the Wave goalie, was the MVP, but it was really Marcio Leite with 2 3-point goals coming out after halftime. The Wave was trailing 8-4, I believe. And Marcio scored 2 3-pointers to put the Wave on top, and they never trailed after that.
Raymond trying to find Andre Hayden. Knocked away, headed back to Vanzela. Well, the Wave with some extended possession there, but couldn't crack the Baltimore defense. Now Hayden chasing Vanzela on the pass from Pereira. He'll move it into the zone. Nice back heel pass, and the drive just wide. Donatelli at the post, trying to see if he could get there, but he couldn't quite do it. Now Kudus Laval coming back. Up ahead for Bennett. Ian tracked down in the corner. Nice job to get away from a double team there. And play it back out for Alex Bradley. Alex, the British native. Ball deflected out. It will stay with Milwaukee. You see Javi Steinwasser ready to put it in. Yeah, the pace of this game does not belie the score. The score doesn't belie the pace of this game. They've been moving up and down the field pretty good at times. Good defense, great goalkeeping on both sides has helped keep the score down.
The Wave's got to keep trying to find these 1v1 opportunities because the Blast is struggling defensively 1v1 against the Wave.
Huffman trying to get in, and they both go down, but no call as Santana and Huffman were battling. That was kind of a 50-50 physical imposition, if you will. Well, Brian Martin, Josh Wilkins will let them play here tonight. Shot knocked down, rebound, follow. Sanchez off the inboard, and Max Ferdinand comes away. Max, who missed most of last season with Achilles injury, coming back strong for the Blast this year. Of course, he had a 5-year run here with the Wave from 2015 to 2020, which he was just sensational and helped the Wave win that championship back in 2019. And I would say, Art, even though he only had 5 years in with the Wave, I think by the time Max retires, got to be a good candidate for the Wave Hall of Fame.
I don't think there's any question.
Kudus trying to play it off the inboard. Vanzela smothered it. He was outside the box, but apparently did not touch it with his hands. And now Max is going to get the call as he falls down on the far side. Well, Vanzela looked like he was risking handball outside the penalty area there, but apparently didn't. The official was right on the scene. Both keepers have been mistake-free so far tonight. Ian with a nice run, and now
there you go.
Ben Raymond, 2-on-1 over to Ian, far side, shot, save, rebound, Raymond, shot, and
oh, that is close.
Cleared off the line. Oh, the official Brian Martin right there. Kane trying to get it. Oh, and the pass back going to be intercepted. Grable steps in to get it. Brian Martin was right there at the post and had a great look at him. And I didn't see who it was. Arthur cleared off the line, but it was a tremendous play.
It was tremendous save by Vanzela first off on Bennett, and then Raymond had the rebound, but as you said, cleared off the line by the Blast defender. And Brian Martin was right there on the play to wave no goal.
Alvarez. Mario tries to nutmeg the pass through, but it's broken up by the Blast. Pereira with it now. Moved around to Hughes. Schindler back for Vanzela. He launches long. Good D again by the Wave. Now Huffman had that one slip through his attempted trap. Thomas to the near side. Wow, fast-moving third period here. We're down to 2:40 left to go. Oh, and there's a foul there. Wow, Javi Steinwasser coming in hard that time. And you can see Jonatas Mello thought that perhaps that was a little more than just a foul. Santana to put it in. Pass upfield was broken up. Alvarez, now Mario. Looking long, he tried to find the wall, but intercepted by Jeremy Raleigh. Pressure on Vanzela up to midfield. It's out of play. They're going to say last touch by the Wave, I guess. Still kind of uncleared. I guess it is going to be Wave ball.
Not sure Josh Wilkins knew which way that was supposed to go.
That took Josh like about 5 or 6 times to finally indicate which way he meant. Andre trying to turn top of the area. Had it poked away, and I think I'll get Andre for a dangerous play as he was trying to stretch out and sidewind that ball toward the net.
Wave with by far the better chances, Tom, but the Blast hanging around here.
I think you got to be a bit nervous if you're a Milwaukee fan as it rolls into the stands. There's no question the Wave, I think, has played a very solid game here so far tonight. But, you know, when you play Baltimore, you don't get high volumes of offensive chances. And when you don't take advantage of them as much maybe as you would like to, that usually makes it pretty tense down the stretch.
Well, in the 3 years when the Blast won consecutive championships, they won so many close games. They really did. And this year, they lost too many close games. They were 3-6-3 on the road, so 3 overtime losses, and a handful of other games they lost by 1 goal as well on the road. So that close game magic that they've had over the years, it didn't materialize this year for them.
Although toward the end, they were doing it again. 1 goal win at Mesquite, 1 goal win at Florida.
1 goal win in Kansas City as well.
Yeah, 1 goal win in the mini game. So, but yeah, before that, I would have to agree with you there. They didn't have the 1 goal magic quite as much. Pereira met by Escueda. Rayleigh will move it across. Final minute of the third period. Don't forget, Chihuahua and San Diego getting ready to kick off at 9:30 Central Time. Pereira coming in, shot and a goal. And the Blast has tied it at 2 apiece.
Juwan Pereira that time ties the score. Willie B came out to try to close the angle down, and Alex Bradley stood well behind him on his own goal line. Ideally, you'd like to have that flip-flopped. It should be Bradley out challenging and Willie B further back. Look at right there. Look at the defender all the way back on his goal line. And the Wave had defensive numbers there.
Juwan Pereira with his second of the postseason. We'll see who gets the assist. And we're all tied at 2 apiece. That is the only goal of the third period, which has 45 seconds left. Take away Roque. 3-2 in the zone. They come in, and Willie B with a save. And fortunately for the Wave, the rebound could not be converted. Steinwasser coming out of the back. Plays it up ahead. Alvarez coming to the near side. Follow-up by Marcio hits the frame. Good ball by Mario across. It took a little while to get there, but Marcio still a good shot. Steinwasser plays it in. And the Blast trying to clear. And they will. Still might be time for the Wave to create a chance here as we come down the stretch of the third. And a foul called with 3.3 seconds as Alex Sanchez got knocked down.
Now Willie B is going to come all the way up into the Baltimore attacking zone with just 3.3 seconds left.
Yeah, good move here. Really no chance Baltimore could roll one back into the net, although it's not physically impossible to happen. There you see Willie posting up in front of his counterpart.
As long as you bypass that first defender here.
Marcio chips it in, and Vanzela has to punch it out of there past Willie Benahene, and that will do it for the third period. Just 1 goal in the third. Baltimore's Juwan Pereira, his second of the postseason. We will go to the fourth, tied at 2, coming right back. The MASL on Twitch.
At the Butler household, we celebrate a little differently. Now we can easily assign chores and the kids get paid for them right away. So they're learning valuable financial lessons and I'm getting a clean house.
Learn more about the Mind and Money tool at ECU.com.
The Ambassador, Milwaukee's landmark Art Deco hotel, is the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave and the perfect place to meet up with family or friends before or after the game.
Hey, Abby. I see the whole band's here. Are you guys going to take the shuttle down to the game?
Yeah.
Love it.
Enjoy free parking and shuttle service to and from Panther Arena when you dine before the game. The Ambassador, the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave.
Did you know that Wisconsin Vision offers telehealth eye exams? I just scheduled my telehealth eye exam easily on their website. Once in store, a tech helps get me started and then pre-checks my eyes. See my eye on the screen? Then I have my telehealth eye exam virtually with a licensed optometrist on the TV.
Everything looks great, Kate. You're going to love your new prescription.
Ask us about our $59 eye exam. Wisconsin Vision. See more life. Eyes require a certain kind of care. As a family-owned optical company for over 40 years, Wisconsin Vision knows firsthand just how important your eyes are. That's why our doctors and staff are highly skilled and passionate in their roles. It's why our centers offer a large selection of eyewear suitable for all lifestyles, and it's why our lens lab is state-of-the-art, conveniently located right here in Wisconsin. Ask about $100 off a complete pair, frame and lenses. Wisconsin Vision. See more light.
A new coffee and cocktails experience is waiting for you on the campus of Ballpark Commons in Franklin. Blend coffee and cocktails, offering a unique take on the coffee house experience. Coffee house by day, cocktail lounge by night, with a delicious breakfast and dinner menu. Learn more and start your order at blendcc.com. Calling all bartenders, baristas, and mixologists. Rock Ventures is hiring. If you're looking to make some extra money, you can start training now and be set for the summer. Learn more at rockventures.org. That's rocventures.org.
Tied at 2 as we come to the fourth quarter here from Milwaukee. Wave and the Blast, game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. MASL Soccer on Twitch. Money transfers are made easy with Quintus, powered by Western Union. Download the Quintus app today and use the promo code MASL. MASLsoccer.com is also your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. And think you have what it takes to score the game-winning goal? Sign up at MASLsoccer.com to receive more information on the 2023 MASL Pro Player Combine. All right, AK, here we go. Tied at 2. What's going to be the difference in this one, possibly?
Mistakes. And if you're the Wave, you've had 2 power plays.
Oh, and the shot by Roque just misses there. Amori Gonzalez, I should say. Wow. And now here's a breakout. Steinwasser, Baltimore's got guys back. Javi stops, turns, spinning. Good D there by the Blast to break it up.
Yeah, I was going to say the Wave has had 2 power plays, so if you're the Wave, you've got to be very careful because the next one's probably going against you. And so be very calm around the ball. Don't dive in and commit anything silly here.
Blast has killed off both power plays. And remember that first one started with a shootout denied by William Vanzela on the attempt by Alex Sanchez. Somebody got knocked down at midfield as the ball
Alex
comes in.
Bradley.
Huffman coming in, and they're going to call a push on Huffman. And apparently no call up in the field, but Bradley got knocked down. Boy, he got hammered by somebody out there.
He's not a guy you're going to see go down very often. Alex Bradley has had a great season in the back for the Milwaukee Wave.
There you get a look at Alex, the former Loras University star. 5th MASL season, 4th of the Wave. He had ran into somebody, I'm not saying it was intentional, but the contact, but he took a shot from somebody colliding and went down in a heap. As you said, Art, he's a pretty tough competitor. Alex is the only Wave player to play in every game during the regular season this year. Grable able to knock that one away. But the Blast gets it back. Sanchez now battling to win it. Vanzela steps out, chips to midfield. And that one will bounce into the way bench. Ben Raymond doing a good job to screen off Max Ferdinand.
Wave doing a better job here in the second half of stepping up when the ball goes back to Vanzela.
Last time these teams played here was in the Eastern Conference Finals in 2019, and the Wave won the game 2-1 against the Blast. Ian Bennett with a late goal in that one to win it for Milwaukee. So that was only a total of 3 goals in that game. We've only had 4 here so far tonight. And Milwaukee will knock it around. Kane with it. Yeah, I'd say playing the under tonight on Betfred was probably a pretty good wager by anybody that did it.
Supposed to call those before the game starts, though, Tom. Not with 12 minutes left in the 2-2 game. Come on.
All right, Wave trying to be a little patient with this possession. Kudus Lawal. Kudus and Marcial Leite, the goal scorers for Milwaukee. Huffman on a tight exchange. Marcial trying to get through. I should say Bradley on the tight exchange. Ferdinand and Pereira have scored the goals for the Blast. Good D by Mello to take it away initially from Bennett. Ian gets it back. Turning shot off the mark. We've seen Ian score on similar shots on many occasions before, but that one couldn't find the target. Now LSO will work it for Milwaukee. Right now, Baltimore not going to lose their shape on the defensive side, that's for sure. Into the zone, Derek Huffman. And again, the Blast clear to midfield as Guetta gets it back. Sean had the winning goal in Utica in the minigame this past Sunday to make it a 2-1 lead, and that stood up for the Wave in a 2-1 victory. LSO rolls it in! And a nice kick out there by Van Zela, and foul going to be coming as Jamie Thomas was knocked out, and Thomas was just going ballistic over there. And you can see him right there trying to get settled down by Pereira. Yelling at the Squid. Well, they called the foul, but Thomas obviously upset beyond that. Squid saying, what, me?
Just Tony Donatelli, the Baltimore captain, having a word with Brian Martin. Once again, Wave has got to be careful here. And part of it is some posturing on Baltimore's part to try to get that card called eventually.
Van McNeil waving the scarf, trying to get the fans fired up here. Ball chipped in and filled with Willie B. Good defense there by Raymond. Willie comes up throwing. Huffman's got it. Derek, the Elgin, Illinois native, played his college soccer at UIC and then 1 year at SIUE before beginning his pro career. There's a pass off the mark for Grable.
Very uncharacteristic of Mario Alvarez to miss that pass. Every possession's important right now, Tom.
Well, you're not kidding. As Sanchez stepped up at midfield to sweep that one out of play.
Please keep your eye on the ball at all times.
Winner of this series will play whoever wins the series tonight in San Diego. That's the battle between Chihuahua and the San Diego Sockers at Pachinga Arena. Ian trying to thrust the field. Van Zela knocks off the inboard, comes a Bennett shot, save, rebound, follow off the mark as Steinwasser couldn't convert. Now back it comes, sent into the corner. Well, the Wave had a couple of cracks at it that time. Ferdinand with it. Lays it off for Patrick Thompson. And past the corner. He thought the official was one of his teammates running down there.
Thompson's a left-sided player. He tried to make that pass with his right foot. Missed the mark.
Nelson Santana with a solid foul on Bennett. And hopefully Ian's going to be okay. And now Kudus Lawal giving a little love tap to Santana as he goes to the bench.
Nelson Santana, one of the most hated guys in Utica, by the way. But Nelson was a guy who, when he came into the league, scored a lot of points, but has really just changed his game to be a man-marking defender as time has gone on. And now the Wave, too many men on the field, Tom. And that is a huge mistake here with 9:35 to go.
First penalty against Milwaukee. And they will now have to play a man down in a tie ball game. This Penalty coming at 5:25 as Curtis Lawal is going to come over to serve it. So each team has been penalized for too many men tonight.
Andre Hayne and Alex Sanchez that time got mixed up on the change. Remember, Andre's been out for a long time, and that's one of the things you are concerned about is making sure the guys know what the changes are.
All right, the Blast on their first power play of the night, 1 for 4 in the postseason. After going 18 for 38 during the regular season, allowing 1 shorthand goal. The Wave, the least effective penalty killing team in the league. During the regular season, they only killed off 19 of 41 for 45%, 19 of 42, I should say. No shorthand goals. During the postseason, they are 0 for 1 as far as killing off power plays. But they could really use one right here, right now. Roque. He had 5 power play goals during the regular season. Shot save, Willie B! Oh, a great save by Benahene there. Wow. Didn't see that one until the last second and was still able to turn it away. Donatelli with it. He's out high with Mello. Now Roque moves it back far side. What a great pass. What a great finish. Juwan Pereira with his second goal of the night, and Baltimore takes their first lead, 3-2.
Beautiful look that time by Mello to find Pereira in the far corner, and Pereira made no mistake that time to beat Willie B. And so far, that's been the difference. Baltimore 1 for 1 on their power play, the Wave 0 for 2, and the Baltimore Blast have taken their first lead at 3-2.
So Pereira with 2 goals tonight, 3 for the postseason. Mello gets his first point of the night, his 3rd assist, 4th point of the playoffs. Heard a smattering of cheers from a few Baltimore fans who made the trek out here to check out the series this weekend here in Milwaukee. Yes, Baltimore fans disappointed that they did not get a home game out of this because of scheduling conflicts at CQ Arena. But for those who made the trip, hey, you get to enjoy a whole weekend here in the beautiful Brew City. Temperature actually wasn't too bad today, in the high 50s. Bradley coming forward has it knocked away. And now the Wave has got to chase the game against one of the toughest teams in the league, I would say, Art, aside from San Diego. Maybe the toughest team in this league to chase the game.
Well, they're going to get their chances. The main thing for the Wave is to not give anything else away here. But we saw it in the first game with San Diego Chihuahua. San Diego is just 2 for 10 on their power play in the playoffs so far this season. And you don't convert on those power play chances, it can come back to hurt you.
Bennett almost got through, but the Blast get it back. And the Blast now can use up some clock, although we got a long way to go. More than 7 minutes. Might be a little too early to go into the 4 corners. But again, this is a team, if there's any team that can milk the clock with the lead in the 4th quarter, it's the Baltimore Blast. Game 2 coming up Sunday right here at Panther Arena. 105 Central Time. If you're in town, want to see it, go to MilwaukeeWave.com for tickets and information. MilwaukeeWave.com, your source for everything Wave.
And it's crucial for the Wave that when they gain possession, they keep it until they can get their line changes. You don't want to give it right back.
Vanzela with the distribution into the zone. Baltimore coming off a 12-day layoff. 13 days before they last played, and at this stage, they may very well have a lot more stamina coming down the stretch here. The Wave played this past Sunday and actually had to play a full game plus a mini game. There's a pass into the Wave bench. We have reached our media timeout. 5:51 to go. Baltimore 3, Milwaukee 2. We're coming back with the rest of this one, the Ron Newman MASL playoffs on Twitch. Three to two, the Blast leading the Wave with 5:51 to go here in the fourth period, game one of this best of three Ron Newman Cup Eastern Conference Finals. Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. Also, you can catch MASL Monday every Monday night on Sirius XM-FC, channel 157 at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Alex Bastianevsky is joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. And disagree with a call tonight? You might just see it on the MASL's most controversial show, Under Review. Catch it every Friday on Twitch. So here we go. Wave trailing by a goal. 5.5 to go. Ian with a nice little leaping back heel to get it to Andre Hain. Andre turning, shot, and a goal! Andre ties it up at 3 apiece.
Big timely goal for the big man, Andre Hain. Assist will go to Marcio Leite. A little penetrating pass that time that split the Baltimore defense. And then Andre was allowed to turn at the top of the penalty arc. Watch this right there, a Bombosa that beats William Van Zella. And we're all tied again. See that Nelson Santana right there, too far off Andre Hain. And right out of the officials' timeout, the Wave comes back to tie it up.
So Andre picks up his first goal of the season in his playoff debut. Remember, he did not play in the Utica series. Only played in 12 games during the regular season. 11 goals, 5 assists during that time. Andre now in his playoff career for Milwaukee. 13 games, he's got 9 goals, 2 assists. That one bounces out of bounds. That could have been a good possession there for the Wave to milk the momentum, I guess, Art. Not to mention, use up some of the time. Now Thompson's pass deflected. Donatelli wins it back. Thompson coming in, fires off the inboard. Deflected away. Good job by Grable running through to get that. Donatelli with a shot, and Willie B goes down to cover up.
That shot by Tony Donatelli was targeted for the lower corner. Willie B went down to his left with a nice save.
So here we come down the stretch at MKE. Marcio. Nice sliding tackle by Thomas to dispossess him, but Ian Bennett gets it back. Luan Salas Oliveira to Mario Alvarez. Mario lays it off for Huffman. Derek will play it back out to the point. And Marcio with it. That was Leite's sixth assist of the postseason. He's got 4 goals 6 assists for 10 points to top the MASL in postseason scoring. His career high for a postseason was 11 points back in 17-18. LSO getting tangled up as the Wave was making a change. Willie B's got to come out to get it now. Vanzela volleys it back. Steinwasser keeps it alive. Huffman. Derek turns. Bennett far side. Ian's going to take a shot blocked in front of Vanzela. Ian reloads.
Good shift here for the Wave. The last minute they've had possession, making Baltimore chase.
Blast had the lead after the goal by Pereira, a power play goal at 6:39. But then the Wave answered on the goal by Andre Hain at 9:35 to tie it up. Squid loses it, gets it back, and they'll move it to the near wing for Mario Alvarez. Mario looking for a passing lane. Dish it off to Huffman. Derek's been grinding it out all game long in that corner. And still trying to see if he can create something. He did have an assist on the first goal tonight from Marcio Leite.
Like to see Marcio take Moy on here. He's got a good mismatch there against Moises Gonzalez.
Long shot in by Alvarez. Didn't make it. And the Blast coming back. Marcio will get there first. Play it to Willie B. Back for Marcio. He's going to quickly scramble and get it, and makes a nice pass up ahead for Huffman.
Huff's done a nice job of holding the ball up tonight. Like to see him spin to the boards a couple times. Take some chances, but he's been good up front.
Sanchez got double teamed as Max came off the bench to surprise him. Max coming forward. Sanchez able to hustle back and get it. LSO, Marcio, now Andre Hain, and the Blast win it back.
1:30, Tom.
If we are tied at the end of regulation, we'll go to a overtime. Ball deflected up into the stands. Luan Salas Oliveira in his second tour of duty with the Wave. Started his indoor career with Milwaukee. Then went to Ontario and San Diego before coming back to the Wave. Just in time to win a championship in 2018-19. Sent ahead Grable. Good hustle by Stewart. No call. Ian Bennett shot. Oh!
Wow. Baltimore's going to challenge this possible foul on Grable in the corner. He went down in the corner. He won the battle. Found Ian Bennett. Remember, there was no call on the play, so it's going to have to be clear and obvious to take it off the board. But right away, David Bascombe threw that challenge flag on the field. And as we've seen so many times already this year in the MASL, the review coming into play late in the game, and a big review coming up right here with 1:09 left.
I don't think David could have put that one out of a t-shirt cannon any faster than that thing came up.
Well, we couldn't see it there. I mean, we just saw the end of that, but let's see if we can slow it down. No, we're not going to see it there. There you go. Right there is fine. Let's slow it down and go frame by frame here, see what we got. Right there, you see the right arm possibly on the back of, is that Mello there?
Looks like Jonathan's Mello, yeah.
Boy, I don't know, Tom. I remember there was no call on the field. I can definitely see where David Bascombe is wanting one. Let's watch Grable's right arm again. Is that Mello or is it Thomas? I can't even tell who that is. There's the right arm. It's hard to see whether there was a push there or not.
So there was a little bit of contact from Grable's arm on the back of Mello, but it didn't seem like anything malicious. All right, here we go. See what they say.
And they keep it a goal.
So the Wave grabs the lead 4-3 on the goal by Ian Bennett, his second of the playoffs, with the assist from Stuart Grable, who gets his first point of this postseason. Ian Bennett now with a total of 2 points tonight. He had an assist earlier on Kudus Lawal's goal. Ian now in 30 playoff games, 39 goals, 7 assists. One of the leading scorers in MASL postseason history.
You know, there's going to be 50% of the people saying that was a foul and 50% that are not. But that's the thing. There was no call on the field, and when you got 50-50, that's not clear and obvious. And right there, okay, John Otasmelo is one of the best midfielders in the MASL. You have got to be strong there in that position. And to me, I don't think that little hand in the back is enough to put you off balance. But hey, I'm 62 years old, and I'm here in the booth, Tom. So it definitely would have been strong enough to put me off balance.
Well, 30, 40 years ago, I think you could have held your own there, AK. Had they called the foul, I don't think there was evidence to overturn it.
Absolutely not.
So, as you said, 50-50, flip the coin. Big goal for Ian Bennett and the Wave to take a 4-3 lead. There you're going to look at IB 26. One of the greatest of all time in the Major Arena Soccer League. One of the greatest in Wave history. All right, extra attacker on. It's Jonathan Mello. So Mello with a chance to perhaps help the Blast tied up after being the victimized defender, if you will, on the last goal. Top of the area, Max! What a finish there. We're tied at 4.
Max Ferdinand, former Wave star, coming up big in the playoffs for the Blast, and he ties it up with 53 seconds to go. And look at Max there on the Baltimore bench. 6 attacker goal for the Blast, and we're all knotted here at 4.
Max, who still has a pretty good group of fans here in the Milwaukee area. After his sensational 5-year career here, boy, what a finish. Once again, just great patience, great finish, clinical for Max. Second goal of the night, third of the playoffs.
And I know there's a lot of Blast fans in the chat right now who are upset with that review, right? But remember Max's goal against Florida to go up 3-1. That certainly could have been a foul on Max against Chad Vandegrift. That wasn't called. So let's not have a short memory here.
Payne in for Bennett. Ian bangs one out of the corner, and Van Zela picks it up. So now we're 30 seconds to go to overtime. Moy Gonzalez, by the way, had the assist. Thomas fell down, got back up. As he plays it back for Santana. Blast with a chance now to hold for the final shot, if you will. Into the corner. LSO with it. LSO trying to nudge it out of there. And Ian Bennett's going to run out of time here as he chips one downfield. Heading for OT. So at the end of regulation, it's the Milwaukee Wave 4, the Baltimore Blast 4. We'll take a break, come back with overtime. This is the MASL Ron Newman Cup Eastern Conference Finals on Twitch.
Did you know that Wisconsin Vision offers telehealth eye exams? I just scheduled my telehealth eye exam easily on their website. Once in store, a tech helps get me started and then pre-checks my eyes. See my eye on the screen? Then I have my telehealth eye exam virtually with a licensed optometrist on the TV.
Everything looks great, Kate. You're going to love your new prescription.
Ask us about our $59 eye exam. Wisconsin Vision. See more life. Eyes require a certain kind of care. As a family-owned optical company for over 40 years, Wisconsin Vision knows firsthand just how important your eyes are. That's why our doctors and staff are highly skilled and passionate in their roles. It's why our centers offer a large selection of eyewear suitable for all lifestyles, and it's why our lens lab is state-of-the-art, conveniently located right here in Wisconsin. Ask about $100 off a complete pair, frame and lenses. Wisconsin Vision. See more light.
Get ready to stuff your face, Milwaukee. Doghouse Ballpark Commons open soon. And we're hiring. Learn more at rockventures.org. That's rocventures.org. Get ready to tee off like you never have before. Now open on the campus of Ballpark Commons, Lux Golf Bays, a high-tech driving range with 57 golf bays on 3 stories, overlooking a 250-yard-long turf range with Doppler technology. A second-floor indoor event space for your private event or group outing. Also a heated, covered beer garden, along with 2 brand-new restaurants. Become a member, learn more, and plan your event at luxgolfbays.com.
So the Blast will kick off to begin the overtime period here. Tom went along with Wave Hall of Famer Art Kramer. Well, AK, we saw a great first 60 minutes.
Picked up there in the fourth, didn't it?
Absolutely it did. As both teams scoring 2 goals in the fourth period. Now Milwaukee moving it. Zone to the left. Kudus Laval got cut off. Picked up by Escueda, past the middle. Santana read that one. Back he comes, and knocked down by Kudus. No call.
Got to be careful challenging from behind.
Mello will give it up, and now they recycle back to Donatelli. Raymond steps up to win that one for Milwaukee. Will turn and play it back for Willie B. Sanchez up ahead. Huffman, Venzela coming way out. Huffman trying to roll one through, and now Hain with the attempted shot. Somebody's down for Baltimore. Back heel lead. Raymond coming in. Venzela makes the save. Jake Schindler, I think, took a boot from Andre Hain as Andre was.
And Venzela is down in the Baltimore box now. Yeah, that was a dangerous play on Andre Hain. I'm not sure why that wasn't called.
So, a couple of blasts shaken up. Venzela is one, and Schindler, I think that was before that. And looks like William Venzela may have hurt his hand or finger. You see he's got one of those fingers wrapped up, taped up. Well, if for some reason Venzela can't continue, they do have the veteran Mike Zierhofer, who's been more than capable backup for sure.
You see Jake Schindler there as well. That was a flying side volley attempt by Andre Hain. That was dangerous.
There's Max Ferdinand. You see Max donning the full 90 headgear, as has been his trademark for many years.
Tony Donatelli pleading his case with Brian Martin.
Marcio Leite, the Wave team captains, also involved in the discussion there. And so we've got an official's timeout here. Again, Blast has an excellent backup in Zierhofer if he is called in. During the regular season, 11 appearances, 7 starts. He went 2-3-2 with a 4.21 goals against average. Venzela finished second in the league at 4.14 behind Boris Pardo of San Diego, was the league leader. But Zierhofer would have been number 3 in the league, and he had enough minutes played as they continue to work on, looks like the right index finger of Venzela. All right, well, nothing will be determine the finality tonight, but it will be Sunday when we come back for Game 2, and then possibly a Game 3 mini-game tiebreaker.
Well, there will be something determined tonight. It will be Chihuahua and San Diego.
Yeah, up there.
Right after this one.
The Western Conference Final. See Max Ferdinand and Ian Bennett talking things over there. The IMAX tandem that was so great for the Wave between 2015 and 2020. Max, leaving as a free agent, went to St. Louis, and after a year with the Ambush during the abbreviated 2021 season, he went back to Baltimore where he started his indoor career. But boy, what a combination that was, Art. Those two guys for those 5 seasons with the Wave.
Yeah, they were one of the best 1-2 punches in the MASL. Let's hope Vanzella is okay here.
San Diego and Chihuahua getting ready for Game 2 out at Pachenga Arena tonight. That one's slated to get underway in about 50 minutes or so. You know, this is expected to be the final year of Pachenga Arena for the Sockers, but now looks like they might have to possibly play at least part of next season there before they move into the fabulous Front Wave Arena, the new arena being built in Oceanside. Well, both keepers have played just outstanding tonight. Willie B for Milwaukee, Willie V for the Blast. And it looks like Vanzella is going to be able to continue, so that's good news for Baltimore, certainly. All this happening with 8:53 to go in overtime. Remember, it's a golden goal situation. Whoever scores first wins the game. Marcialete getting harassed out front. Now they work it to Ian Bennett. Ian trying to work past the defender, couldn't do it. Blast takes it away. Josh Hughes with it. We'll move it across. Donatelli's got some room. He thinks, he shoots, and a nice block there by Ben Raymond. Raymond coming through to make the block for Milwaukee. Bennett trying to get it out of there, but the Blast get it back. And they'll work it back to midfield for the possession. Ferdinand goes off for a change. Santana, 44 years old. Playing like a man much, much younger. Cleared out from the middle. Sanchez trying to run out of it from Milwaukee, but they'll knock it back to Vanzella, the goalkeeper. Wave during the regular season had 2 overtime games. They were 1-1. And the Blast during the regular season had 4 overtime games. They were just 1-3. Good job by Baltimore to dig it out, keep the possession. Wave has been in 4 conference finals in their time in the MASL, dating back to 2014-15. Every time they played the Baltimore Blast. Willie B with a little two-hand overhead pass that almost got picked off. Steinwasser will play it back as they move it up for Ian. Couldn't control there. Across on the other side, that will stay in play. Walking in, shot and a goal, and the Blast has won the first game of this series.
Jamie Thomas.
Jamie Thomas, the former Redman from St. John's, bangs it in for the game winner at 8:22 of overtime. And the Blast take a 1-0 lead in this best-of-3 series. So Thomas with his first point of the night in the postseason. Good finish there. And disappointed crowd goes home for Milwaukee, save those small group of fans from Baltimore here tonight, which was great to have them on board. Well, Arts, any quick thoughts on this one?
Well, we knew it was going to be a difficult series, and hopefully the Wave can push it to a mini game on Sunday. And so it's regroup here, go back and make some adjustments and come out again and hopefully get that first W.
So that'll do it for our broadcast here tonight. Our thanks to the production crew here at Panther Arena, as well as our producer, Ian Thompson, for the Wave Hall of Famer, Art Kramer. Tomlin wishing you a good one. Our final score here tonight, the Baltimore Blast defeats the Milwaukee Wave in overtime, 5-4 to take a 1-0 lead in the series. And we'll be right back here with you for Game 2 and possibly Game 3 if the Wave can win Game 2. That'll be Sunday, this upcoming Sunday, April 23rd at 1 p.m. Central Time. Until then, have a good one. So long, everybody.